happy to promote them. But so, all of you don't have one, that's fine. I think you might just need to get a hold of me, and if you do, you can find me via my recycled name tag. So, I just wanted to wish you a good morning and hope you had a restful long weekend, and honor the people that died and suffered for our democracy on Human Rights Day, the 21st of March, on Friday. South Africa's presidency of the G20 also marks a time when we must continue to promote, protect, and fulfill the human rights of all through the policy platforms it provides and the public participation that should accompany this. This event today was initiated by a number of organizations, including Africa Forward, the Economic Development Partnership, Impact Investing South Africa, and of course the Bertha Center and the Graduate School of Business. We invited numerous people from the various formal engagement tracks, as well as the Sue Sherpa, who will give us the keynote address online, to get a brief overview of what the G20 is, how it works, and how it will unfold, and why it matters, especially right now in our geopolitically troubled world. The themes of solidarity, equality, and sustainability are particularly pertinent, and our first panel will highlight the key processes and issues for their sectors. We weren't able to have everybody because I think there are 15, so we just approached a few, and we will have further events that can also highlight different sectors. And then the second panel will provide some insights around what are some of the cross-cutting issues that we need to be mindful of and put on the table for the policy processes. So all of this will be unpacked, or not all of it. Some of it will be unpacked over the course of this morning so that we are all better informed and better able to then participate in some or other way in this important moment. So thank you to everyone who has helped bring this together, the speakers and all of you joining in person and online. How many people are online? 40. Great, so we have a good critical mass, and I am not going to speak much more, just to welcome the Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research and Internationalization, Jeff Morgan. Thank you for being here and doing the welcome, and it's always good to have you as part of our events. So I'll hand over to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Solange, and thank you for the invitation, and thank you for your words of recycling. Here's my recycled.
Yay.
I have hanging on my door here about 20 or so of them, so it's good that they get put to use.
Recording in progress.
So good morning, everybody, and I must apologize for not being there in person. Unfortunately, I'm shuttling back and forth between various meetings, and GSB happens to be kind of diametrically opposite the city from where I live. So and I hope that part of this conversation has to do with sustainable traffic evolution, because the traffic evolution in Cape Town is really getting unsustainable. So my apologies for not being there in person, but Solange is already well familiar with my need to shuttle back and forth across the mountain. So a very good morning to everybody, and it's really a pleasure to welcome you all, both those joining in person as well as our virtual participants, to today's event on leveraging the G20 to address inequality and achieve sustainability in South Africa, Africa, and the Global South. It's really a pleasure to address you as the Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research and Internationalization at UCT. And I'd like to extend, on behalf of the Executive and the Vice Chancellor, my warmest greetings to all our esteemed guests from across civil society, academia, government, the private sector, and beyond. So today's gathering really, as Solange points out, comes at a transformative moment in terms of the geopolitically turbulent times we find ourselves in. But as South Africa assumes the presidency of the G20, we're kind of presented with an exceptional opportunity also, not only to shape international economic policies, but also to ensure that the voice and interests of the Global South are at the forefront of global dialogue. And our role, especially from a research and internationalization perspective, is to harness our collective knowledge and expertise and create the pathways for innovative solutions that address inequality, climate change, and economic disparities. That's really what I see as the primary responsibility for my portfolio. Or one of the primary responsibilities for my portfolio at the University of Cape Town. Our research community here at UCT is driven really by a deep commitment to understanding the challenges of our time and to engage collaboratively with partners, both within our borders, but also across the world. And today's event, that's organized by the Bertha Center in partnership with Africa Forward, with the Economic Development Partnership, with impact investing in South Africa, and G20 for Impact, really exemplifies this commitment. It's a platform where ideas and action intersect, and it allows us to explore how multi-sectoral approaches can drive sustainable progress. In the discussions today, you will hear from experts who bring these diverse perspectives, from the nuances of economic development and urban transitions to the practical insights from the private sector as well as civil society. And this diversity is not just a reflection of the many challenges that we face as humanity. It's also a testament to the strength and the resilience of collaborative approaches. By bridging research with practice, we can develop actionable strategies that not only leverage the G20 presidency for meaningful impact, but also that pave the way for more equitable and sustainable futures. I'm particularly excited about the dialogues that will unfold during this event, and the hybrid format underscores our commitment to inclusivity and ensuring that the voices from across the globe contribute to shaping our collective future. Our research initiatives, both locally and internationally, will continue to focus on generating insights that are crucial for informed policy making and that foster innovation in addressing these pressing challenges. So, as you embark on this day of thoughtful engagement and robust discussion, I'd like to encourage you all to actively participate, to share your experiences, and to build networks that extend well beyond today's event. It's really through these cross-sectoral dialogues that we can turn these insights into action and to create foundations for lasting change. So, again, on behalf of the University of Cape Town, I'd like to thank you for being here, for your dedication and for your willingness to work together towards a future where equality, sustainability, and innovation are not just aspirations, but are realities. And I look forward to the conversations, to the outcome of the conversations ahead, and to the collaborative efforts that will no doubt emerge from today's session. So please do seize the opportunity to drive progress and inspire change and forge partnerships for us all. Thank you again to Solange for the invitation and for organizing the event. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jeff. Are you going to stay on for a little bit? Or are you going away?
For a little bit.
Okay, no problem. I know you have a very busy job. So thank you so much. We are, and for being on time and on point, I'm going to invite the first panel to come up to the stage, and it will be chaired by Yogabele Nambia, who's the Director of Policy and Ecosystem Development for Africa Forward. And she can tell you a little bit more about herself, and then also the speakers. So Anthony Costa from B20, Sibulele Pozwayo is online, Louise Driver, also you can come up, and Makule Maena is also online. So your programs, you should have all received by email. We are like so sustainable. So, I couldn't even find the program this morning. But so, please, a warm welcome to the first panel. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
That doesn't sound like the Monday morning enthusiasm. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I feel like I'm in class. It's great